Now, he didn't just verbally abuse you. He physically abused you also?
Yes, he did. He
What,
physically.
what was that like? That was beatings?
Ooh, wow. With me and the children, he would, like the children, for example, he would string them upside down, beat them on their feet. He took, to give you an example, if they didn't know certain surahs in the Quran, because he had them memorize them by heart, he would take their own feces and shove it in their mouth.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh, he was deep. He was deep. He took his oldest son, Jihad, of one incident when some food was missing in the home, because the kid was hungry. And that's another way he disciplined
He
him.
used food as a weapon.
As a weapon.
I'm told he would dish out like half of a hot dog at times when he wanted to punish
Oh,
you
you
guys.
did your research well. That's right, he did. Mm-hmm.
Wow. So, and then you were you guys would stash food in the ceiling tiles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one time I took some chicken that he threw to us in the garage, and I hid it up under the pillow because I wanted my son to eat it. And the ants got to it, and I was so hurt because we were so hungry. But I tried to make sure the children ate first.
Now, obviously, besides the beatings, you know, was there anything you did like about Mansa Muhammad?
The only thing I did like about him was knowing the Quran, and that's what really attracted me to him. I really thought
The spirituality attracts you.
the spirituality of it, really. Mm-hmm.
So why is it that you couldn't get into it? Was he standing in the way? Was his method standing in the way of that, or it just didn't fit with you? It didn't make sense because of everything you were reading, peace and harmony, and then these things were going on.
Right. He took it totally to another level. That wasn't true Islam.
So he was living in contradiction to those books?
Totally. That was not true Islam. Islam doesn't hurt like that. And he was definitely hurting all of us.
Now, he would do things also like throw buckets of water in the faces of you guys, like if you miss morning prayer and stuff like that.
That's right. He sure did. Like I said, with his oldest son, Jihad, when some food was missing, and Jihad didn't want to tell that the younger two that ate it.
Right.
So he took the blunt of it. Musa dug a hole in the backyard and put him in it up to his neck and poured honey on his head and let the ants eat him.
You're watching this webcast all over the world, and we got a question from someone on Twitter. They want to know, Laura, how long does the emotional scars last?
Playa T, they never go away. Although I'm out that situation now, but I still, every now and then, I get flashbacks. I have my moments. And so it's something you'll never forget. I've been through therapy. I've been on medication for depression and everything else. But you get stronger, true, but they do not go away.
Now, you had to get strong in your moments in order to get away from it because your son was starting to be abused also.
Yes.
Now, and I'm told, like, you know, like you said, he would make children bury them in the ground and cover them with honey, but he will also make your son stand naked in a bucket of water.
Exactly.
To punish him. And it kind of made you snap.
Yeah, it sure did. I mean, you can do so much to me, but it's then when you start to touch my babies that you change, and then you do go off.
Now, one thing about you are real articulate. And he used you to conduct business for the family, because I'm told they were bringing in like $4,000 a month with all the children and the women to take care of the family, and you would help him go on business errands.
Exactly.
And you got the nerve one day to write a 26-page letter to the authorities.
Yes.
And put it in a postage paid for envelope.
Exactly.
And you snuck it to a postal worker while at a post office one time.
Yes, with him standing right behind me.
Kind of scared you to death because he kind of called your name right after you passed the envelope.
Sure did. I thought he saw it.
And so you gather in your mind that was your strength. You got the strength and the nerve to do that. And how long before the authorities got alerted and came out?
I would say it was a Friday when that happened. They must have got the letter Monday morning because they came out Monday.
Now, how did it make you feel when the authorities came out?
Ooh, let me tell you, I was in that garage.
Felt liberated?
I did, but I was scared because I knew at this time he could go off. Could be his time. He had guns in the home.
Right.
he could
I
just
think
take
you
us
got
all
another
out.
question.
Okay.
Laura, I was wanting to ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
When you married your husband, did you guys take vows?
My first husband.
That's a good question.
Yes, we did, sir.
And the vows of your union, was that for loyalty and love, no matter what the situation was?
No matter what the situation was.
Right. So my question is, do you feel like the situation you went through was, now I don't want to say like it was justice, but I don't want to say like it was karma, but like, do you feel like that you were disloyal in the situation? Do you feel like that you were kind of like at fault anywhere in the situation?
Yeah, that's a good question, because sometimes you do want to put the blame on yourself. But I know, knowing my husband and knowing Islam and knowing the word that he said, that he sent a protector to watch over us, that's all I wanted him to do, was just watch over us. But he tried to, Musa, take it another different level. And so at that point, I wanted out. I wanted my children out, and I just wanted to be back with my husband again.
Did you harbor any of that guilt for your children going through those things?
Oh, yes, I did, too.
Do you still harbor it today?
Yes, I do, because, I put them in that situation, but it was up to me now to get them out of it.